I'm Pakistani and you're watching Mr. Pakistan. Today I will teach you the new other experiment. So previously you can see one video I upload when I uploaded last month. So you can see I made a upstairs and downstairs two-way switch system, which can involve two wires. Now I made a two-way switch system with three wires, meaning total four wires, three wires common main wires and one is extra wire. So this test is known as three wires. Basically made a two wire which contain three wires, two is main wires and one is other wire, extra wire use. Now do in the circuit new table. Previously there are four states again. So if previous setup both the switch is turned in the one direction, meaning both the switch is top one on, bulb stays on, both the switches off, bulb will off, and if both the switch is on, other switch is off, bulb is not on, other is on, and the first is off, both switch bulb is not on. But there's reversed. There is a bulb, 12-volt bulb, using this bulb at one end is connected to a supply positive or DC supply, and it's both AC/DC both, and there are two switches. I connect these two switches parallel, common to common, normally closed to normally closed, normally open to normally open. So one normally open is connected to bulb to the power source, and other normally closed connected to a ground. So what happens when switch is not full in up state, it will join the normally open to the common terminal, and other switch stays down, it will join the common terminal to the normally closed terminal. That can flow between load to the normally open to common to normally closed, and circuit complete and bulb turn on. Setting state. If their setting state power supply one terminal is connected to a bulb, and bulb other terminal is connected to the first switch normally open and second switch normally open. Both the switch is normally closed to join together, and common also join to common is also joined together. Normally closed is connected to ground. So if both switches are down, it can bridge normally closed to the common and normally closed to common. So voltage cannot flow between normally closed to common to normally closed. Instead it can go normally open. That state bulb is off. Third state, power those bulb to normally open the body switches, and negative those normally closed. If first switch is normally closed, second switch is normally open, it can voltage flow between positive normally open to switch to common to normally closed by first switch, and then to round it and turn bulb on. State 4. So positive goes to the bulb to the both the switches normally open and both the switches normally closed, common together and join together, and common to join together. So if and normally closed point is connected to ground. So if both the switches are upside, meaning both the switches normally open, it will join the common wire to normally open the both the sides. That means that cannot flow bulb to the normally closed to the switch, because voltage flow positive to bulb, normally open wire to common wire, and then back to the normally open to the bulb. Instead it can go to the normally closed to a ground in order to turn on the bulb. That's why bulb is not turned on. Now check demo. Now you can see both the switch these are markings, this one and this one, which indicates these are normally open point. Both are normally open point and these are normally closed point. So if both the switch is normally open, it will not turn on. If I put the normally closed one switch and other normally open bulb is turned on, and if I put both these switch is normally open, bulb still turn off. If I bring this switch 2 normally closed and switch 1 normally open, turn on. And if I put switch number 2 is normally open, bulb stays off. Then use the logic system. Just logic system works similar way like AND gate and NAND gate, or NOR or OR gate, like that. So previously I made a AND. The previous one is look what like that's like the AND gate. This one is what like the NAND gate. Then use it also what as a gate as well as what as to the turn off your appliances. Now this video is end with the next video. I soon